alternatives do you have to drug test to keep safe? Alternatives.
We have after school extracurricular activities, which has been busy.
Is that it?
There's also clubs that are created or can be created. You just have to go to a school administrator, talk to them about it.
And what are the costs for that?
Well, usually if a student starts up a club, they will pay for themselves. Or school activities that don't cost anything.
Ballpark. Keep going with that.
So, you're explaining to me how drug tests cost a boatload of money, but wouldn't all the clubs and all that, the students having to pay for the clubs, and probably the parents also, wouldn't it cost?
Not nearly as much. It wouldn't cost as much, and also that's just the cost for one drug test a year. It'll get more pricey because you have to do all the follow-ups and other drug testing. The community already helps pay schools for clubs and their activities, and the community hasn't stopped paying for those clubs.
And we could do fundraisers and stuff, and it would be going to a positive cause rather than saying, hey, we need money for drug tests.
Right. How does 13th student and the 4th Amendment have anything to do with testing for drugs?
The 4th Amendment states Fourth Amendment states that the right of the people to be secure in their person against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. So if you're doing random drug tests, you're violating the student.
Can I go back on a point you made earlier about after-school activities?
Yes.
It shows your research has discovered that students were more likely to advocate drug testing if they were involved in after-school activities to stay off drugs.
Perfect.
Says here, Kaufman won.
Cute.
That's all I got.
Alright, back with the cost of clubs and all that. Wouldn't the state funding cover drug tests?
Not necessarily, because it's more pricey, and so let's say there's
30 seconds.
around 300 students here in this school alone. That'll result in over $50,000. Just for one random drug test. And if you keep going throughout the year, then it's going to become really pricey, and they're not going to want to spend over, say, $500,000 for all these drug tests and all the follow-ups and the counseling and all that.
Okay, make your last point.
But it's not every kid. It's the parents. It's the parents' choice to drug test their kids, not the school.
Very good point you just got it.